Hey guys, it's Zach here. I just wanted to make a quick video to thank you all for your support as we just hit 300 subscribers, which is not huge on YouTube, but it's bigger than where we were just a few months ago. I just celebrated 100 subscribers a couple months ago, so thank you for that support. I've been trying to work really hard making 3 videos a week. Even while I'm at school, which is not an easy thing to do. So I do pre-record a lot of things and then take it back with me so I can upload it while I'm here. So I just wanted to make a quick video before we get into all the new alarms that I have added since we have done the video back in November showing off my entire collection. So got a whole bunch more alarms here. And there's one that didn't make it into the video because I ordered it after I finished recording the video. So the new device that I'm going to have now is an HSRC. That is the Wheelock Exceeder ceiling mount version in red. So it's going to be cool. This one's brand new. Found it on eBay, got a decent deal on it, and I'm looking forward to that. So all the future devices are going to be fair game for requested system tests. I want to go through all of them and actually sound them all off, so maybe if I start running out of video ideas, maybe that's what we'll do, is we'll just start sounding things off, which is fun too. So that being said, guys, enjoy the video. Thank you for all your support, and enjoy. The hot water heater is still going off like it always does. Guys, I've got a super exciting video, and that's why you're staring at the ground. It's because I don't want to give this away too quick. I recently acquired many new devices, and I have them all here to show you. So all of these are going to be fair game. Well, almost all of these are going to be fair game for requested system tests. So by all means, pay attention here for your next requested system test if you want to see any of these. I still have a long backup of the alarms I currently have, so I'm going to have to stick with those for a little bit. But guys, let's take a look at everything we have here. And I'm not kidding. There's a lot. This is all new. So let's get to it. First things first, we have 4 Wheelock 7002Ts. This one doesn't have a strobe because the strobe was broken, so I just removed it. Horn still works. 2 working fire horn strobes. 1 working Halon horn strobe. We got 2 speakers back here. This one is a Wheelock. It'd be nice if I could see it on the camera. Yeah, that model number. I'm not going to read that all out. Forget that. Nice Wheelock speaker. Status of that is unknown. I haven't been able to test these yet. And then we got another... who makes this? There's not a brand on it. Oh, it's Wheelock. Okay. With another random model number that I don't want to read out. So, those are the speakers. I don't know anything about the speakers or if they work because I don't have a way to test them. But that's okay. Next up, we've got this. This is an old thing. Audible Signal. Space Age Electronics. This is an electronic horn. This works. It's pretty cool. An HA24D. Just a horn. Electronic horn. Older one. Works pretty cool. Oh, now the furnace is turning on. Of course it is. It's always when I'm trying to make the videos, everything happens. This next one is the Wheelock MT1224. So of course it's going to be taking 24 volts, but this also works very well. I've got the things to cover this up, the screw holes and everything. Oh, because I should have mentioned that I have all the boxes for these. So if we come over here, you'll see my headset, cat food, and all the boxes all this stuff came in, which is pretty cool. Back to it. I already had a white one, but this is brand new. old stock from someone on eBay. A Wheelock AS 24 MCC. Stark and white, super loud, as always, because it's an AS. So just as expected. Let's see which way we want to go. We have the Simplex 4901 9822. This was another thing that has some scuffs on it, but you know, who cares about that? It works. It's an electronic horn, kind of sounds like a True Alert, but just the horn. Whoops, don't want to give that, don't want to beat this thing up. This thing's brand new. So let's go to it since it made itself known. This is a Potter, it's actually addressable, an APS, but I'm going to cut out the module and just bypass it directly to these guys here, and I'll see if there's a way for me to easily keep the terminals if possible. I don't know if that's going to happen though. It'd be nice. But that uses the same key as the Potter panel, so I've got that key. There are some pull stations I don't have keys for yet, so I need to work on that. Let's go over here to the Wheelock bell. This is a 24 volts DC bell. It was used in the Christmas video. 46T-G6-24. The Wheelock stuff, they're bad about making simple model numbers. Alright, but it's a Wheelock 24 volts DC bell. Works real nice. Down here, National Guardian. It's very similar to this pull station. It's older. This, you can see, needs some cleaning up. I don't remember if it works or not. I held the meter up to it. I think the switch needs to be replaced, but that's, you know, minor, so I can certainly look into that. I just need the hex key to reset it. I don't know which size it is yet. I didn't bother looking. Now this guy. It's a Fenwell pull station, which, if I remember correctly, does not take my FCI key. I think I tried it. I got these a while ago, and I've been hesitating to make the video. It's a fire suppression pull station, so if I ever get a key and fix the lock because someone damaged it, we'll go ahead and try that, probably with the Halon horn strobe, because I just think that'd be cool. Back up here, we have the system sensor, MAZ 2415788. Okay, you don't care about that. What's fun is that these have a few different tones we can set. They've got, you know, high-low, siren whoop, and the strobe works well. I've got a video, check it out in the corner up there. It is showing them, and they're all on whale, I believe the tone is. It's kind of a fun one. Okay, let's talk about this pull station first. This one's one I'm really excited for. It looks like just a regular Notifier BG10, but you'll notice it's got the hex key and a lock. Why is that? Because it's designed for two-stage systems. The idea is this relay here is actuated by the key, which clearly doesn't hook on anything. It's just a little bracket that pushes that down when you flip the key. So the idea is, what you would do is you would set it up so, you know, someone pulls it, it activates stage 1. When you go to take a look and investigate, you flip that and it activates stage 2. Just a pretty cool setup. I'll have to make a video on this. I don't have the modules set up for it. I'll need a bigger back box to fit 2 modules in there and make it happen, but I want to make it happen. Here we have the system sensor, SpectraLert Classic ceiling mount in white. The model number is down here. Yeah, you can read that. It's not super exciting. SpectraLert Classic is what you probably care about. Ceiling mount, white. I don't have a spot in the ceiling for ceiling mount devices yet, but maybe I'll have to, because I think I've got a few now. So, you know, by all means, anything that can go on the ceiling can also go, well, I don't want to say it that way. You can fit devices of all kinds anywhere. UL listed for ceiling or wall mount is different, but, you know,
if I mount wall mounts or ceiling mount something that's a wall mount, I don't care. Maybe I'll put a spot for it and we'll update the system requested system test sheet. Up here, an old Faraday strobe. I don't want to keep rambling on too much, so I'm sorry for that. That is the model number 5522C-W. Strobe works. It's just a strobe. It's used. It's got some dust on it, but some cleanup and little love and care. It'll be great. This is one that I think is super fun. This Amesco, is that how you say that? Amesco strobe light SL-5A. You know, this is something you'd mount on a ceiling or something, and this just flashes, just click, 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 click. You know, it's not super fast or anything crazy, but it's kind of a fun one. This was brand new as well. There were a few brand new things that I got from this eBay buy. So here, 2 carbon monoxide detectors. Technically, they're expired, but for a hobby system, I don't care. So they're both labeled the same date. They both work. I obviously haven't tested them with CO, but I've tested them with just the test button. They both go off, so maybe I'll put them on a module or something, hang one above the loud furnace and water heater, and we'll be good. Speaking of Amesco, over there, we've got another red strobe light from them, CSL B24. This is actually rated for indoor and outdoor use. I have the outdoor back box for this, so by all means, maybe we'll have to. I'll have to try to talk my family into letting me run a strobe outside. Spoiler alert: it's not going to happen. But that's fine. I didn't test this key switch yet, but it's a what is it? I think it's 151 key. Yeah, so it's the newer model. I haven't tested it yet. I know I've got a 451 key that works. That's the older one, but the 151 key, I don't know. This was pulled from something. There's a chance it's broken, but who knows? Who really knows? This stuff, these guys were all new. Let's start with the older one first. A system sensor 5451 heat detector, rate of rise with fixed. So will that work just on a mini mod? I honestly don't know. But it might. So I mean, I'll test it. I'll see if I can make it do anything. Looks nice. I'm sure it works well. We'll have to test it. Same for this guy here. This is the newer model, the Slim, the 5151. Again, it's a heat detector, rate of rise with fixed. This is just the newer model of this. And again, I've got the bases for these, so we can certainly test them out and see if they work on just the mini mods or not. This one looks a little bit more beat up, but this was in a new box that's just been sitting for a long, long, long time. Now we come to some other stuff. Past the detectors, we have the system sensor. This is a relay and sounder, I think. I know it's at least a relay base. It might not be a sounder. It might just be a relay base. I didn't look up the model number, but yeah, pretty cool. So system sensor relay base. What you could do is, if you were tied to a fire system, you could you know, tie it to a door drop or something, so only that door drops that's by this detector, you know, something like that. This guy, I don't know if we're ever going to mess around with this. This is not fair game for system tests because it's a high voltage appliance. It's an older one too. See these a lot in hotel rooms. These Gentex high voltage horn strobes that are sometimes, I think they've got a relay on them, so they report to the fire panel. And probably just show up as a supervisory, but they've got their own sounder in them. You can interconnect them and all sorts of fun stuff. Now we got these guys. These are the old, what are these called? The ESLs. These are old, but they are conventional smoke detectors. This one we have up here is just a 2-wire smoke and heat, nothing fancy. I think they all have sounders in them too, but don't quote me on that because I might be wrong. This is a 4-wire smoke and heat, looks just like this. And then we've got the 4-wire smoke and heat with a relay. So you can really, with an extra relay, it says actually, so there's already relays in these devices. So we're gonna have to mess around with those because these are old. We're gonna have to mess around with them and see like the best way to go around about it. I'm sorry the phone's shaking so much. Now we got these old sounder bases. These are old system sensor sounder bases. B51BH. They both supposedly work, so we'll have to mess around with it and see what we can make happen with it. And finally, the older Firelight control module C304, which I don't know if I've got a practical use for because I already have a control module up on the system that I don't use anyway. But that being said, I'm still looking into hopefully getting something cool worked out with it. So guys, that's everything. That's all the new devices I have. Again, fair game for requested system tests. So go ahead and check them out. You know, if I was wrong about anything, which I might be, correct me in the comments below. I like reading the comments and I like responding to them too. Now I gotta box all this stuff back up, or at least clean it up and keep the boxes somewhere so I got their back mounting boxes and everything. So guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, after I ended the video, I forgot to mention I have a Simplex conventional smoke detector now. That's the base number. Model number for the head, let me see if I can get this off. 4098-9601, which I think is a conventional smoke, if I'm not mistaken. I looked at the address, or the model, so yeah, we'll have to test that out too, and see if it works or not. I hope it does, but I need a zone card for my panel first, so I'm working on that. We'll see. Alright, thanks for watching again. Goodbye.
We hit 1,000, oh gosh. I'm just gonna start over. As we just hit 300 subscribers. If you can't tell, I'm back at school. I'm no longer, hair's messy. Looks a little better.